Captain's Log, Stardate 4767.3. The USS Saladin is on a cadet training exercise in the Galana Nebula. My Chief Science Officer, Lieutenant Commander Zonak, is aboard the shuttlecraft Saber. His job is to lead my cadet crew on a wild goose chase for a pirate ship, using every trick in the book to evade them, while the cadets have to use every bit of their training to keep the pirate from escaping. The exercise should prove interesting. On a personal note, it is nice to see my son James and my daughter Catherine in action.
Greetings, Captain Ray Martin of the USS Saladin.
What the?
I am sorry to barge in on you, unannounced, but I don't have much time and you have a very serious situation you're about to get into. I'm here to warn you.
Warn me of what? Who are you?
Please listen to me. I know you don't know me, but I am from the future. If this was not a life and death matter, I wouldn't be here. As it is, it's still risky.
Okay, you have my attention. What is it that you want?
You are aware of Varen Frost.
Yes. Go on, I'm listening.
Captain Holt Allen of the Antyllus will be asking you to do some things that might seem counterintuitive. It's critical that you oblige him. The very future of this timeline, this universe, is at stake.
Uh-huh. Do you have any proof? You still haven't told me who you are.
I'm trying to avoid a paradox here. Paradoxes are extremely dangerous, and the threads of reality in this one are fraying as we speak. And frayed realities are a lot more dangerous than you think, Captain. I truly wish I could tell you more, but I'm risking a lot even telling you this much. I have to be leaving.
Whoa, wait a minute. You can't just pop onto my ship and drop a vague warning like that and not explain it.
History records you as a man of honor and intuition, Captain. Trust your gut, but please, for the sake of this universe, don't ignore my advice.
How will I know if I did the right thing or not?
You'll still be here. Farewell, Captain. Good luck.
Message coming in for Captain Allen. Priority 1.
Priority 1? From whom?
Unknown.
Computer, can you give me the origin of the signal?
Negative. The signal is protected by an encrypted cipher code.
This is damned odd. Very well, patch it through, computer. Dr. Zotine.
Captain Allen, it is agreeable to see you again.
And you as well.
There is little time, but I'm warning you regarding the incident at Tenobra Base.
I have many questions that need an answer, and I'm hoping that you might have some for me.
Let me be clear. Your line of inquiry is being noticed by dangerous people.
I appreciate the situation, Doctor. But Natalie's fate may hang in the balance.
I'm certain your life would factor in as well. What is it that you seek?
I know you have information about the incident of Natalie's shuttle explosion and what might have happened right after.
Would you believe me if I said that I knew nothing more than you do? I was part of a larger team contained within the base. We found out about the loss of the shuttle after it happened, and that was mostly unsubstantiated rumors. I'm sorry I can't be more helpful. I can only encourage you to move on with your life and forget Tenobra.
I am not without resources. I will not stand idly by while everyone I care about falls under this cloud of evil.
I understand, Captain. I truly do. Believe me when I say that we are all trapped by this evil, one way or another. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Are you being held prisoner?
I am not at liberty to say anything more. Treat this as a warning that may save your life.
I will get to the bottom of this. I will rescue you and save Natalie. And if I have to move heaven and earth to do it, I will.
I am certain you will try, Captain. Be aware of fleet security. They possess the will to protect their interests at all costs. This will be our last communication. Forgive me.
Hang in there, Doctor. I'm coming to get you.
You will fail, but the intention is noble. Seek out the masked monk, Holt. Farewell.
Sharp, this is the captain. Meet me in my quarters in 10 minutes. We have something very important to discuss.
Yes, Captain.
I've completed a full long-range scan of this sector.
No vessels in the area, sir. All scanners are clear.
Set a course for the nearest starbase.
All systems reading normal.
Greetings, Captain Allen. My name is Priestess, otherwise known as the Masked Monk. I trust arranging this meeting was not so difficult.
Other than securing a shuttle, not disclosing my flight path, and meeting with a potentially dangerous monk, not so difficult at all.
Good. I am not here as your enemy, but as an ally.
And you've heard about my efforts to find you.
Indeed, and I shall endeavor to reward your efforts. Speak of your needs.
It is said you have many powerful friends working in some of the highest offices of Starfleet security. To be frank, I'm looking for evidence of Yarab Zale's involvement in, shall we say, illegal activities?
Perhaps. Yarab Zale. If you pry into his affairs, you are asking for a death sentence.
Wouldn't be the first time. But this is too important for me to turn back now.
How extraordinary for a starship captain to save us, and in front of a stranger, no less.
Not a stranger. An ally.
There is a truth to the idea of every action affecting everything else. We are all part of this universe, but some have roles that play a bigger part. Such is your case.
You have no idea of how true that probably is. But time grows short. Are you willing to help me?
I will try. It is known that the destruction of your wife's shuttle and the Tanabra-based experiments are part of a larger plan that Zale has been working on for some time. It is also known that you are considered dangerous and must be dealt with appropriately. He considers you subversive and dangerous, according to my contacts. This is complicated by the fact that as a starship captain, your absence would be noticed and questions would be asked. Zale wants to avoid this at all costs.
You have confirmed what I long knew to be true. One of my oldest friends is indeed one of my most dangerous enemies. I just didn't want to believe it.
We are scientists. In my quest for the gods, I searched for what can be proven to bolster my faith. And although we need the evidence, sometimes the lack of it doesn't disprove the concept. We may not have all the facts to present the evidence, but that doesn't make it unquantifiable.
You're saying that we may not have all the facts to present the evidence. That doesn't make it untrue.
And so it is. Not knowing is the beginning of wisdom, they say.
I must be very wise indeed. So, priestess, am I asking for too much?
Your needs are known, and if that is the case, Zale knows it too. I present you this device. Present it to your security chief, and maybe together you will figure out your next move. It is the best I can do.
How did you know that this was what I was hoping for?
Let's just say you're not the only one that Yareb Zale has disappointed.
I can't thank you enough. What will you do now?
By helping you, I have placed a death sentence on myself. I shall vanish until one day it is safe for me to return. Good luck, Captain Allen. Get back to your ship as soon as possible. Stop Zale if you can. I'll consider the favor repaid. Farewell.
Standard orbit, if you please.
Standard orbit, aye, sir.
Incoming message.
Antyllus, this is Commodore Sam Grissom. We have a time-sensitive situation that requires your immediate attention and unique abilities.
As it should be.
I like your competence, Commander. I understand that your captain is not on board at this time. Nonetheless, I'm going to be sending the Antyllus out again immediately.
As a Threndrak, I can assure you that I stand ready to help. It's what we do.
That is the type of response I love to hear. Very good. Tezrock, tell the truth. Are you ready for this assignment?
I cannot lie. I am a Vulcan.
Of course. A valuable civilian ship is in trouble. Starfleet wants the cargo that she carries to reach its intended destination. All details will be sent to you en route via high-security data pack. Are we clear?
Affirmative.
You can count on us, Commodore.
Excellent. On your way, then. And may the great bird of the galaxy be with you. Antyllus, we are counting on you. Contact me at the end of your mission. Grissom out.
Halt. Halt.
Hello, Natalie.
How could you? How could you leave me to die? How could you? How could you? How could you? How could you?
How could you?
relay that. We're not leaving our friends behind.
I am the great devourer of intellect, and Threndrats are one of my favorite meals. I'll add your fear and gain strength from the consumption.
You can't be hungry again. Sharp, whatever it is, let it loose.
I will try.
You fear losing all mind, and so you shall.
If there's anything that frightens you, let it loose. Let it out.
Yes.
No, impossible. I cannot feed on these kind of thoughts.
Dinner is served.
Now, it's time.
Brain power.
You got that right. I don't get it. Why am I having this nightmare again? What is the universe trying to tell me? Computer, how long until we rendezvous with the Antyllus?
3 hours based on present position.
3 hours? That doesn't sound right. Are we off course?
Negative. New parameters are the result of the Antyllus' present course.
Are you implying the Antyllus is on the move and not in a stationary position?
Correct.
You could have led with that.
I wasn't asked to start the conversation.
Well, computer, feel free to volunteer any relevant information in the future.
Affirmative.
1 step forward, 2 backwards. Computer, can you contact the Antyllus?
We are in range now, contacting the Antyllus.
Excellent.
Incoming message. Opening channel, sir.
Status report, Zrak. What's going on?
We have just received orders from Starfleet to rendezvous with a cargo ship called Big Alice.
Colorful name, Zrak. What is the nature of her problem?
She suffered an engine malfunction, and we are to tow her to Selic 8 to complete the delivery of her cargo.
Seems straightforward enough. Selic 8. According to the computer, that will put the Antyllus a great distance from my current position.
Barring any unforeseen complications, the Antyllus will be back in orbit in 32 hours.
32 hours. Okay, I'll be fine. Proceed as ordered, Tazrak, and save Big Alice. Contact me when the mission is completed. Take good care of my ship, Tazrak.
Affirmative, Captain.
Incoming message. High priority, Captain Allen.
Put it through, computer. Eric, good to see you.
Same here, old.
Okay. I know you, old friend. What's the emergency?
You know me too well. Does the name Ambassador Cobrell mean anything to you?
Cobrell? Indeed. A troublemaker to be sure. Don't tell me you've encountered him.
More than encountered, he's currently a guest in my brig.
Incredible. Starfleet has wanted this guy a long time. A long list of criminal actions. I'm impressed. How did you capture him?
I didn't, Holt. He surrendered to us.
Really? That doesn't sound right. He has easily dodged authorities for years. What gives?
If I knew, I wouldn't be calling you. If you have the time, I need to hear about your encounter with the Ambassador. It may shed some light on what he's up to right now.
I have nothing but time right now. But I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure my story will help your current situation.
No, it can't hurt. After his surrender, he hasn't said a word.
It's his universe. We just happen to be living in it.
Yeah, tell me about it.
If I were you, I'd double the guard on him just to be safe.
Already done.
Good. The Antyllus first encountered Ambassador Cobrell a few years back. Starfleet had us pick him up from Dreva 4. Keep in mind, he wasn't wanted as a criminal yet. Lieutenant, I just got the workup on your readings. Fantastic job.
Thank you, Captain.
This is going to revolutionize the entire department.
Thank you so much.
You even impressed Mr. Tazrak.
Really?
Not an easy thing to do. Very impressed with your work.
Thank you, Captain.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I put in a promotion for you.
Wow. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Captain, the ambassador is leaving now. Can you report to the transporter room?
Captain, now let us waste no more time. Beam me over to my ship immediately.
Energize.
Farewell.
Why aren't you on the bridge?
The ambassador fascinates me. There is something off about him, but I couldn't be sure. I wanted to see him leave myself, as I felt he may not have been completely honest with us.
I appreciate your candor, Sharp.
Of course, I cannot be otherwise. All thoughts should be pursued to their extreme conclusions.
Seems to me Threndets are gluttons for punishment.
Getting to the heart of the matter is of prime importance.
Really? I had no idea.
Ah, an example of sarcasm. We Threndrets have no use for it, when the real enjoyment stems from a relentless pursuit of the truth.
Well, if that's your idea of fun, Sharp, I'm not going to hold it against you.
Most kind of you, Captain. It's a matter of focus, sir. One day, you'll attain my level of commitment.
Well, I suppose that's the closest thing I can hope for.
Clearly, you have a way to go, but I have faith in your abilities. I'm sure for fun and relaxation, you spend time studying everything said to you and dissecting it for meaning.
Well, no. I mean, even Threndets must have some downtime and some fun. Family reunions, picnics, that sort of thing?
Well, we do unite as family groups, numbering in the hundreds, and we link and share our minds with each other. Great times indeed.
Sounds like fun. We must discuss more about this later. Promise?
Yes, it will be a great fusion of internal thoughts, like a storm in the planet Harmony's upper atmosphere.
Enough philosophizing, Sharp. Harmony is waiting. We should get on with the mission.
Agreed. But later, I'll teach you our mental techniques, Captain. You'll be a great student.
You're serious? I'm eager to hear more.
As I'm eager to tell you more.
Shortly after Ambassador Cobrell left in his chartered ship, the Antyllus received orders from Starfleet Command to intercept and arrest him, to answer to accusations of criminal activity, namely theft of a great crystal, highly valued. Well, Tizrak, I might be an explorer, but diplomacy is the order of the day.
I'm familiar with this culture, Captain. They tend to be jumpy, but in the end, we can find a solution.
Fortunately, we located Cobrell fairly quickly at first, and sent him the message to stand down. He responded immediately, but not in the way we hoped.
I imagine you have orders to retrieve the Triter crystal and arrest me.
Let us settle this in a civilized manner.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. I am giving you fair warning for the safety of your ship and crew. Do not pursue us. Let this one go, Captain Allen. Tracking the source of this transmission is useless and long gone from the time of this recording. It seems fate is in your own hands. Farewell.
And with that he vanished. No sensor contact, no energy signature. Now, I'm in a bad mood. The Antyllus traced Cobrell's ship to a star system with a large nebula dominating the sector. Before entering it, we had to investigate all the worlds sitting just outside as possible hiding spots. This assignment was going to prove very difficult.
The planet is Class M. Geology is stable. Readings indicate a wide variety of life forms. The moon has a variety of life, but nothing technological. The moon is barren, unable to support life. The planet is virtually dead. Massive radiation dominates the atmosphere and the land masses.
Confirmed. There are no visible threats.
We have eliminated the majority of possibilities. It is clear the pirates went into the nebula to escape us. There is a reason that this nebula has the reputation that it has. Due to its turbulent nature, very few scans are available. On the other hand, if the pirates went in, then we must follow.
Lab 5, this is the captain. Please tie in your computers with Mr. Brooks at the science station.
If the scanners could be adjusted, we might be able to pick up a trail based on signatures not related to the composition of the nebula.
Find us a way to navigate through it.
A reverse engineering approach.
That is all.
Pattern similar to planet Krelibus. Calculating strategy using inputted figures.
The Krelov race. They're pretty passive-aggressive.
Just like who we're facing now.
They had advanced computers there, didn't they? Both my parents served there. I learned a trick or two. Yeah, but how does this help us now?
Captain, I think it's time for our appointment.
Sick bay, this is the captain speaking. I'm a little busy, Doctor.
You know you're going to regret it if you miss this one, so why don't you just come down now?
Agreed. I'll be there shortly. Thanks, Doc.
Captains make the worst damn patients.
Brooks.
Sir?
Lieutenant, I'm going to give you the con.
Yes, Captain.
Keep the Antyllus safe. That is your top priority.
Thank you for the opportunity, sir.
No need for thanks, Brooks. You've earned the opportunity to sit in this chair. It's all yours.
What's wrong, Captain? What's bothering you?
I'm afraid these treatments aren't as effective as they used to be. I'm still getting tremors and headaches.
Really? You've become a medical professional now, as well as a Starship captain. I'm impressed.
So you're not worried about this?
Look, we have a treatment plan in place. Stick to the treatment plan.
Very well, Miles. I haven't lost faith.
Good.
We've been hit with something.
All systems are out!
Complete power loads, all decks!
We need answers. We need to get our system back online. Captain, to the bridge.
We're back in business, Captain.
Report on the situation.
I have identified the problem. A nebulous storm wave. An inherent danger of this region. We are out of it now. But I must point out that there will be other storms even bigger than this one. We must be vigilant.
I don't care what it takes. We've got the skill, we've got the right people for the job. And we're going to do it. I want everybody to give me your all. Sharp, I would appreciate any insights you may have.
I will feed the coordinates to the helm whenever I encounter dangerous currents and eddies, Captain. Otherwise, there might not be enough time to keep us out of harm's way.
Thank you. Helmsman, you'll be receiving some preset coordinates. As soon as you get them, take us there.
Aye, sir.
The pirates have slipped back into the deeper reaches of the nebula, lost sensor contact with their ship.
I don't care how much distance they get. They cannot escape us. Follow them in.
Based on possible outcomes and available variables, 98.455% will succeed as a desired result.
The Krellab can't help but brag about themselves now. And that makes them an enemy we can fight.
Another day would pass before anything relevant happened again.
Calculation successful.
Know thy enemy.
A probability of pirate capture is assured from a mathematical standpoint.
Captain, we've got great news. We think we've solved the problem. We can track their energy signatures. Essentially, we can easily track them.
Well done, everyone. Just saved a lot of lives. Captain out.
There it is. I've located the pirate ship. It is caught on the edge of a gravimetric well.
Magnification number 5.
They are trapped. Not enough power to escape. And if they get any closer, they will fall in and be crushed.
Look at that. Shields up. Red alert. Let's see if they want to talk to us now. Well, gentlemen, I hope you've had enough. Time for games is over.
You have won, Starfleet. We surrender.
That's better.
We are in need of rescue.
Keep your shields down. We'll beam you aboard shortly.
We will comply. It might interest you to know that Ambassador Cobrel is no longer aboard this ship. We have no idea where he has gone, nor when he left us.
Get any thoughts out of your head about interfering with us from this point on. I'm through playing games. Do not try my patience.
It seems our fate is in your hands.
Prepare to be beamed over. Transporter room. Keep them there until I can get down there. Thank you.
Finally, this is over. I could use a drink.
Yeah, definitely. I'm buying.
So, although you captured the criminals, Cobrel escaped. Did you retrieve the Trido crystal during the capture?
It was nowhere to be found. Starfleet assumed, as I did, that Cobrel took it with him when he escaped.
It's not adding up, Holt. What's Cobrel's plan?
I have no idea, Eric. Where is the Constar now?
Sector 532. We're taking Cobrel to Starbase 53 for detainment. Then it'll be transferred to Earth for his trial, I assume.
And obviously you didn't find the crystal at the time of his surrender.
Obviously.
Let's tackle it from a different angle. Where did you find him at the time that he surrendered himself?
We picked him up in Sector 52. The exact area is known as the Galana Nebula.
A nebula famous for disrupting sensor sweeps. Ships usually avoid that area for that reason.
I see what you're getting at. You think Cobrel has a base of operations there?
It would make sense.
We have orders. I can't turn the Constar around to look back there.
I understand. According to my files, the Saladin is close by. I'll ask her captain for a favor.
Sounds like a plan. I'll have another talk with Cobrel and get back to you.
Okay, Eric. But do me a favor. Do not underestimate him.
Agreed. I'll be in touch, Holt.
Computer, contact the USS Saladin. Ask her captain if I could speak with him.
Priority message incoming from Captain Holt Allen. He requests to speak with you, sir.
Put it through, Lieutenant. It looks like our day just got a lot more interesting. Captain Allen, what have you done now, Holt?
Nothing this time, I promise. However, there is a mystery that you might help solve.
Why am I not surprised? All right, you have my attention.
The Ambassador Cobrel has been captured by the Constar.
Cobrel? The timing of this is beyond coincidence. We just finished surveying a planet recently that filed several grievances against Cobrel. Apparently, a few years ago, he stole something of great value. A crystal capable of harnessing great power.
The Tritor crystal. It's a fact. The horrible truth is, he actually has used it. Acquired great wealth and technology because of it.
Abuse of power. Same old story. Name your favor, Holt. But please, keep in mind, Saladin is in the middle of a training exercise with a bunch of cadets on board. Some of my command crew is off ship playing Fox in the hunt.
Can you take the Saladin into the Galana Nebula and do some exploring?
Well, we're already in the area. What should we be looking for?
Cobrell's hidden base. It's my theory that the Constar almost discovered it, but Cobrell surrendered as a distraction, and now they are heading in the opposite direction.
That doesn't make a lot of sense. Surrender to avoid being discovered?
It might not make sense to us, but Ambassador Cobrell has his reasons. You can count on that.
It's possible Cobrell is toying with us and hasn't shown all his cards yet.
That's what I think. What do you think, Ray? Could be dangerous.
I think the Saladin is up to the task. Let's see if we can take down this ambassador and put an end to his games once and for all.
Nobody better for the task than you, Captain.
I'll let you know if our search reveals anything.
Good luck and keep me in the loop, if you will.
Consider it done, Captain. Saladin out. Lieutenant, contact the Saber and inform Zonak we're going to be a little late for the hunt. I think we can still do the training exercise, but it's going to take some time to complete Holt's request.
Yes, sir. Saladin to Saber. We are postponing the drill. Maintain position until we contact you. No ETA.
Saber acknowledges.
Saber has received our message. Commander Zonak acknowledges.
Plot us a course for the Galena Nebula. Helm, take us in. I want a sensor sweep active at all times.
Course plotted and laid in.
Go to yellow alert.
Computer, were you able to locate historian Officer Zolt aboard the Herodotus?
Affirmative.
Excellent. Put him through.
Affirmative. Sending request now.
Yes, Captain.
How was life aboard the Herodotus?
I can't complain. They have put me to good use.
No doubt. I'm looking forward when you'll be back on the Antyllus again.
How can I help you?
I'm in pursuit of a mystery. Ambassador Cobrell, to be exact.
I am familiar with him. He has quite the reputation. I do not envy your assignment.
He's earned his reputation, that's for certain. I need some background information regarding his homeworld of Hanageb III. Specifically, the government which granted him his post in the first place. I know you served there some years back and studied that culture. I need to ask some delicate questions regarding Cobrell. I want to know if they are reasonable to deal with.
Based on my research, these people are insane. They love to sue each other at the drop of a hat. I would advise extreme caution, Captain.
That sounds like good advice. I wonder why they're so litigious. It's a shame you won't be here with me when I deal with them.
I, for one, am grateful to remain aboard the ship. At least here, it is normal.
I've always appreciated your honesty. Maybe it's not such a good idea to go there.
Let me do a little more research into it. I will send you any information that you require, Captain. If I can provide any further assistance, let me know.
That will be appreciated. Just be as quick as possible. I might need an edge if things get complicated.
Yes, sir. I will have that information for you shortly.
Great. If I need anything else, I'll contact you.
Standing by if you need anything further.
Have I told you how highly I think of you and your skill set?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. I have some decisions to make. Ironically, Cobrell's people may turn out as difficult as the man himself.
Good luck, Captain. You'll need it.
Shields up.
Aye, sir.
Red alert.
Incoming message.
Put it through, Lieutenant.
Hurry, Antyllus. Structural integrity is at 51%, and it's not gonna last much longer.
We are aware of your difficulties.
Please advise, Antyllus. The storm is too large and powerful.
Prepare to be towed. I will recalculate our course and speed to avoid that storm.
We must remain vigilant against the shearing forces, or both ships will be lost.
You've got a better idea.
Shut down your life support to a minimum, and shunt the power to your shields.
The Big Alice has fortified its shields. Structural integrity is 70% now.
He is doing what must be done. We will use our tractor beam to tow you to Selic 8, where you can complete your mission. Do you want us to send down any additional personnel, Captain?
Negative. My crew's on top of it. Just get us out of here. The safety of our cargo is paramount.
Affirmative, Captain.
She's slow in responding.
Activate tractor beam. Reinforce the tractor beam. I want more power to the shields and engines.
I'm transferring all available power over now. I must warn you, power levels are dangerously low. I may have to take power from the life support systems.
I am aware of that, engineer. Proceed.
Switching power to main engines now. Power levels are returning to normal. All systems returning to nominal status.
We're grateful, Antyllus. Pressure on the hull is back to space normal. Thanks to your timely arrival. We're gonna make it home alive. Thank you.
I think it's safe to say we've invented a new procedure. One for the Engineering Academy. I hope they spell my name right.
I will see to it that they get it right.
Saladin. I am being pursued by entities of unknown origin, capable of existing in the vacuum of space. They are closing on my position. I require your immediate assistance. Saladin, please acknowledge.
Steady as she goes, Catherine.
Aye, Captain.
Anything to report, James?
The nebula is interfering with the scanners. However, I am picking up some unusual energy readings. Definitely not a natural source.
Widespread or localized?
Localized in comparison to the area, sir.
Feed those coordinates to the helm.
Aye, sir.
Helm, once you have the coordinates, take us there.
Aye, Captain. Engaging warp drive to supplied coordinates.
Take us alongside the object. Dock us, so I can do some exploring. Computer, I'm at the aft workstation. Can you access the system and get it to play?
Affirmative.
Ah, here we go. Incredible. His ego had to document his achievement for posterity. Final phase. Huh.
Shields to max. All weapons into range.
Yes, sir.
of response, sir.
That object is powering up. I think it's preparing to fire. Determine fire. Concentrate on the point of origin where that weapon fired from. Chilling appears to be strongest at that location, sir. Back to soft, Captain.
Aye, Captain.
Chambers finding the movement and they lower their shields to fire their weapon. Perhaps we can control the movement when it happens, Captain. I see what you're getting at. Our phasers on the opposite side of this hull simultaneously operate. Photon torpedoes to strike the weapon's platform while the shields are down.
That could work, providing the course of the torpedo's approach is from the opposite side.
Exactly what I was thinking. Make immediate preparation. On phasers on port, photon torpedoes on starboard. Fire! Report. Our plan worked, Captain. The ship is intact, but the weapons are offline. Can we get any other readings now? How many life forms are on board? Scanning now. We'll know more in a minute. Make it sooner than that if you please.
I'm beginning to understand you finally, Cobrell. Computer, patch me through the constar immediately.
Affirmative.
Well,
I did what you asked. I confronted Cabral.
tell me how it played out.
Cabral denied that you discovered his ship. He claimed it was all a trick to get him to admit to things he wasn't involved in.
Sadly predictable.
Yeah. I have to be honest. Your story seemed like a stretch. But knowing you as I do, I decided on a new strategy.
I don't blame you for doubting me, but I appreciate your honesty. Continue the story.
I took the information you described, casually mentioning that Starfleet Command itself knew what he was up to, and was actively pursuing, shutting down everything. And I used my best poker face, I might add.
No wonder it worked. What happened next with Cobrell?
I could tell he was shaken. And then I described what you had discovered, and he went crazy. He began to unform, glowing like a furnace, and his voice became like a harsh screech. I actually brought out my phaser. It was that intense.
I don't blame you for doubting me.
Cabral's form twisted and vanished. It was right in front of me, and it wasn't like he beamed out. It was as if he snapped right out of existence.
He was never there, Eric.
An illusion. How is that possible? We interacted with him. He was searched before we put him into the brig. I'm telling you, he was here.
I believe you, but here is the secret. The Cobrell you had in custody was conjured up by his mental energy, supplied by the Triton crystal, and manifested to distract you in the hopes the real Cobrell would be left alone and escape.
Like a robot of some kind.
No. An empty vessel with the mind energy of Cobrel.
How could you know this?
Because I am looking at his body right now. It looks like he merged with the crystal.
I can swing the Constar around and be there in 2 hours.
Excellent. Cobrel utilized his knowledge and through the crystal's powers ditched his body to become more. You did great, Eric. You forced Cobrel's hand. It's what I hoped. I have to sign off. The Saladin must be contacted right now. See you soon.
I'll be there as fast as I can. Strange new worlds indeed.
Incoming message from Captain Allen, sir.
Put it through.
Yes, sir.
The alien ship is powering up again. Energy levels are on the rise.
Ray, I have some information on a vessel you may encounter in the...
Oh, we're a little busy right now.
If it's shaped like an obelisk, destroy it. It's a mental energy weapon. You can't negotiate with it. Cobrel is controlling it with his mind.
It's fully charging its weapons. If it hits us at that level... Message received. Arm all proton torpedoes, fire at will. Stand down for red alert. I want all departments to report in. Alright, Cole. What the hell just happened?
Ray, Cobrel was on the verge of becoming a giant thought machine himself, free of an actual body, a mind free to wander and gather power. I discovered his body here in another ship, and its wreckage described the vessel you encountered.
So he transferred his mind into the vessel we just destroyed. Does that mean he's truly dead?
Maybe part of his mind was on the Constar until recently, and his body seems to be in a preserved stasis, still quite dead. Starfleet can keep an eye on it in case he returns. I'm thinking his mind had nowhere to return to, and it could be floating in space, losing its integrity, doomed to wander aimlessly.
That was a close one for us. Serves me right for doing you a favor.
Well, I'm glad you did, Captain.
We should recover some of the debris for future study, Captain.
Yes, do it, Henry. Cole, we need to touch base soon so our reports line up. This is a strange case even for Starfleet Command. I'll be in touch soon.
Thanks again, Ray.
I need to recover my science officer. He's still out there waiting patiently to play hide and seek with my cadets.
I'll communicate with you as soon as I rendezvous with the Antyllus. Alan out. Ambassador Cobrel, you've caused a lot of trouble. But if you can hear me at all, just know I'll be keeping an eye out for you, as well as Starfleet's finest. And if necessary, we won't be so patient with your antics the next time. I promise you. Tritor crystal. It looks burnt out. The power Cobrel generated through it must have been enormous. Well, I might be too late in saving you, Cobral. But at least I can return this to where it rightfully belongs.